years of watching baseball, from when I was a little wee guy till now at 25 years old, I've never once in my life seen a walk-off at Rogers Center live. I've been to 6 total ballparks other than Rogers Center. I've seen 3 walk-offs, which is wild. Never one at Rogers Center. Until tonight. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. caps off the crazy bottom of the 9th inning with a base hit, scoring Springer, and the Blue Jays walk off the Red Sox. And you guys know, if you've watched my channel enough, you know I despise Boston teams. Yankee fans, I really hope y'all are here watching, because we have that in common, as well as being Giant fans. We have that in common about despising the Red Sox, and me as a Toronto sports fan, for various reasons of course, despise Boston teams just completely. I was cheering for Golden State against Boston because I can't stand them. That's all there is to it. So watching my team walk off these guys in the 9th, oh, it's beautiful. It is gorgeous. I don't know if Tanner Houck would have been out there in the 9th, but he didn't get a needle. He didn't get shot. So tough beans, buddy. Tough beans. You know, I clearly don't care. Bottom of the 1st inning. Let's break this thing down. Teoscar Hernandez comes up, and then Michael Wacha on the hill. And I see his numbers, and I'm like, this guy's not great. What the hell are these numbers looking so damn good about? Teo crushes one to left field, but clearly he didn't think so, or at least not well enough. Because off the bat, you see the replay, it's like, oh, god damn, I just missed that. And it goes all the way to the wall to jump at the wall from Verdugo, and it either goes off the tip of his glove or off the wall just above his glove. He can't make the play. Bo comes in to score. Jays lead at 1-0. Fantastic start for the boys. Couple batters later, right, 2 on, 2 out, right, Matt Chapman at the dish, and he rips one to the left center field gap. Teo scores, Vladdy scores, Jays lead at 3-0. I'm like, now this is Michael Wacha that I was expecting to see. And Jays lead at 3-0 after the 1st inning. I've been hyped since the moment I left Rogers Center, so I apologize in advance if I'm all over the place. Then in the top half of the 2nd inning, Trevor Story hits an absolute missile to left field, and it's gone into the Jays bullpen, and it's a 3-1 ball game. However, in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, Santiago Espinal beats the shift to right field, slaps a single into right for a base hit. Gurriel comes in to score. Jays grab that 1 run back. It's now a 4-1 Jays lead, but hold on, Jays fans. 4-1 against Boston. That just leaves a sting in my mouth. Right, we're just going to blow this, aren't we? Well, it did. And, obviously, in the top half of the 5th inning, you got to shout out Ross Stripling. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. And all he allows is an RBI ground out from former Jay Rob Ruffsnyder. And I'm looking at this guy's numbers, and I'm like, what earth is this guy? Like, are these Red Sox just overachieving? I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm seeing Michael Wacha with like a 2.5 ERA, or sub 2, or in and around 2 ERA going into the game. Nick Pavetta's got a 3.30. I'm like, these guys get lit up, don't they? And then Rob Ruffsnyder with an OPS of 1.1, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And he gets the RBI ground out to make it a 4-2 game, but that is all they get in that inning. Massive job from Stripling getting out of that. Now, I was questioning not throwing him back out there for the 6th. Only 81 pitches. Yeah, I understand his 3rd time through, and you got JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts at the plate, but I'm like, he's carved these guys up so far. So I'm not really sure why you don't give him a shot. They go to Adam Simber. He does a fine job getting through that inning. But it's the innings that follow that are the problems. Because Trent Thornton comes out, and I messaged my Blue Jays group chat, and I'm like, Trent Thornton warming up for the 7th? I'm scared. And in that 7th inning, Arroyo gets on, and Rob Ruffsnyder crushes one to center, and it's a 2-run bomb, and we are tied at 4. Well, you look at that. You blew a 4-1 lead, and we're tied. But it wasn't done, though. Top of the 8th inning, right? Tim Mayza comes out, and since coming off the IL, he has not been good. And he gives up an RBI single to Christian Vasquez. Xander Bogaerts comes in to score. Red Sox take the lead. It's now 5-4. And the mood at Rogers Center is dead because we're seeing this bullpen collapse again. And no matter if they won this game or not, that is still a glaring problem. I had Sergio Ramos here, but that's not, he's not going to solve everything. They got to be on the phones. And if I'm Ross and Mark, right, I hear this and I watched tonight's game and I'm like, man, this offense is so damn good. Ross Stripling has found something. We need help into the bullpen. You figure that out, you're golden. You had a couple good solid arms, you are golden. But they don't have it right now. And you are seeing the whole of Jimmy Garcia right now. With Tim Mesa probably just still working himself back. Without having Jimmy Garcia, you are seeing that major hole they have. But let's move forward to the bottom of the ninth inning. And going into the inning, I'm thinking to myself, okay, with Raimel Tapia coming up, you got to pinch hit him, right? Alejandro Kirk's, he's on the bench. He hasn't played. He's got to come out here to pinch hit. And I got the buddy beside me joking around. He's like, yeah, Kirk probably was just in the back. Probably wasn't on the bench. He was probably sleeping in the back. You know, I would say Guillermo Martinez, but he's just been suspended 5 games for, like, laying a finger on the umpire. We're not going to get into that. Somebody, some acting hitting coach goes up to Kirk. He's like, hey, Kirk, you're going to bat, buddy. He's like, oh, okay, all right, fine, whatever. Goes up there, and Alejandro Kirk rips a single to start the inning, right? He gets to first base, gives the boys a little bit of one of those, and he's like, okay, Zimmer, come on out here. Zimmer then runs for him. I thought that was going to happen. And Kirk, he probably went back and lied down and took a nap, because if you watch the walk-off for Vladdy, he was one of the last guys out of the dugout. He had to get woken up. Anyways, enough of that. Kirk's a flipping mutant. I love him. And then it's followed up by an incredible at-bat by George Springer. And took it 3-0, right? It's a borderline strike. And up 3-1, you think, okay, well, now I got to start hacking. Takes a borderline strike, walks, right? Moves Zimmer up to scoring position. He's at first. You have the tying run in scoring position with nobody out. And the winning run at first with nobody out for Bo, Vladdy, KO, and Gurriel. This is your chance. They bring in a new pitcher to face them because a piece of food couldn't get you out in Tyler Danish. Why? This is the problem with the Red Sox. They don't have a close... Well, Tanner Houck, I guess, but get a shot, pal. It's that easy. It doesn't take that much of an issue, but apparently it is something... I'm not going to get into that stuff. They bring in another pitcher, and Bo slaps it in the right field for a base because for some reason the shift is to continue the way to do things, I guess. And in comes Bradley Zimmer. He slides in safely at the plate. Bo's giving us one of these at first base as he's jacked up because the game is tied and there's still nobody out for Vladdy. And then 2 pitches Vladdy takes. It's a 2-0 count for Vladdy. He's in a hitter's count. Nobody out. 2 on, the winning run in scoring position, and he bounces one through the hole in between third and short. Springer, because you watch Springer, right? Because he's starting the run, and he sees that ball go through short past Bogarts, head turns, head goes down, and he starts a chugging. Springer rounds third, he's safe at the plate, he doesn't need to slide in, and a celebration starts. Bo and Vladdy hug, and in come the floodgates of everybody else, the water's flying everywhere, and oh my God, what a night at Rogers Center. And you see Vladdy, right after he comes out of that little scum, he's like, this is our house. Remember last time we heard that, Jays fans? It was Bo Bichette last year, late in the season against the Yankees, getting the big home run off of Clay Holmes. And obviously didn't really matter to a playoff berth. But Vladdy's saying that. Does this maybe propel this team a little bit more? I would usually say yes, but that doesn't change the fact the bullpen is bad. But what a night at Rogers Center. What a win for the Blue Jays. And oh, by the way, you won the series. The very worst, you've won the series, and you've won the series against the Red Sox every single time this year. I believe this is the third series we've played against the Red Sox. We've won every single one. Haven't swept any, haven't lost any. You've won every single one 2-1. So massive job for the Blue Jays, but they have an opportunity tomorrow for me to grab the nasty, stinky, awful-looking broom and do what they need to do. And you have the guy on the mound that you want on the hill. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Jays, and it's Nick Pivetta, which, again, I don't get the numbers, but whatever. I think Bo Bichette mashes him, I think. I haven't looked at the stats, but I'm pretty confident those are the numbers that are pretty wild. Manoah, Pivetta, 7:07 first pitch at Rogers Center, all right? Let's get to the team stats here. Vladdy, 2 for 4 in the game with a run scored and an RBI. Big night for him. Teo went 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Espinal went 2 for 4 with with an RBI. And every single person who entered the ball game and had an AB today got a hit. 1 through 9 plus Alejandro Kirk had a hit in the game today. And then you had a Zimmer. He didn't get an at-bat, but he scored that run. Everybody contributed offensively in this game. 13 hits total for the Blue Jays. So only 5 strikeouts, and they walked 4 times. They almost walked more than they K'd, which is a very good day in the office offensively. 6 runs on 13 hits, 5 strikeouts, and only 4 walks. So a great job for the Blue Jays today. Ross Stripling was great. I don't like the move taking him out, especially with how thin your bullpen is already and how not great it is. I would have loved to see Strip go out there. I understand third time through, they've kind of been protecting him that way, but there's a time and a place where you got to say, you know what? We need these extra outs, whether it's 1 out and you get a base runner on, whatever. We need outs. Stripling goes 5, allows 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 Ks, and a walk. He did a fantastic job getting through 5 and did a fantastic job kind of going around that, I've been calling all night long, the gauntlet of Devers, Bogarts, and Martinez, all around 330 on the season, all around 950 OPS or some stupid numbers. All of those guys, nuts. So for the Blue Jays to find a way to corral those guys, did a great job tonight. Adam Simber did a great job in the 6th. They went an inning allowed 1 hit and had a strikeout. And then Trent Thornton, 2/3 of an inning allowed 1 hit, couple runs, and a walk. Obviously the 2-run bomb. Tim Mays went 2/3 of an inning allowed 3 hits, a run, 2 Ks and a walk. So again, as I said before, that middle relief, terrible. But shout out to Matt Gage. Shout out to Matt Gage for going out there with 2 on and 1 out, coming in for Tim Mays' mess, and walking the guy to load the bases. They get into the line out to second base, which obviously turned into a double play as they flipped it to Bo because the guy was way off base. And that ended a really important top of the 8th inning, right? That could have gotten a lot worse, but it didn't. And that was massive in that inning. And then Jordan Romano went a clean inning in the 9th. Good to see him back out there. Got a strikeout, walked the batter, nothing more. Picks up the win. I believe it's only his 2nd win on the season. So good job for Jordan Romano. Big night in the office for the Blue Jays. And I'm sorry. And I told you guys right off the top that I don't like Boston things. I heard in the broadcast today, Vladdy, you look like you just won the World Series. These guys are clearly Homer clowns. So I think it's hilarious. So I would have loved, and if you guys watched the Red Sox commentary, please tell me what they said when Vladdy was saying this is our house. Because I would love to say, well, it's a game in the middle. Who cares? We just walked your guys' tails off. Go home, pack them, hit the showers, boys. Jays fans. The Jays look for the sweep tomorrow night against the Boston Red Sox. 7:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Alek Manoah, Nick Pivetta is the pitching matchup as the boys look to do what they need to do. And they've now passed the Red Sox with the Rays losing to the Brewers. They have a 1.5 lead over the Rays. They're doing what they have to do. But there's a big, important game tomorrow night. Manoah, Pivetta at Rogers Center, game 3 of the 3-game set. Right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed the game today, if you didn't, you're clearly not a Jays fan. But if you enjoyed it, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? And you're probably all wondering, where the heck's your Vladdy jersey or the other one? Well, girlfriend came to the game, and she was wearing the Vladdy jersey and walked to us. I'm like, you know what? Take that home. Don't worry. It's coming back eventually. But he's staying there. That's All-Star Game 2012, by the way. That's the jersey I got up there for Jose. So, where was I? Smack the like button, subscribe, comment, Twitter links down below. Instagram links down, but like I told you guys off the top, I might be all over the place, and I am because I'm hyped. I'm sweating. It's great. What a night for the Blue Jays, all right? As they look to get the sweep tomorrow night against the Red Sox, Manoah Pivetta is the pitching matchup. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.